All right, I'm here. And I'm going to bring Buddha a little closer. Buddha always brings me good luck. I'm going to put him by these many card decks I have now. I'm probably going to draw, but I'm just going to post my drawings as I do them and just do it this way. It seems like you guys like the readings the best, so even though I do like to do many things, I really honestly do. It's my favorite thing to do many things in life. So, oh, hello, how are you? Oh, hi, synthesized souls. Oh, yeah, I try. I got Chong out here. He's okay. Now he's laying by the door. It is cold. Chong was full of snow. It was terrible. I went and I bought a bunch of tarot cards, and I've been trying to watch all these people. But I don't. Oh, okay. Some of these guys just they're praying to Saint Michael and everything, and they all these cards fall out. But I did realize I needed more decks because you got to keep up with these with the professionals here. Maybe that's what I need is more cards. I don't know. No snow here, but it's cold. Oh, it's cold. We got. It looks like where my apartment is in the courtyard. It's like a frozen lake. It's terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. Terrible, terrible. Yeah, I got two more card decks coming too. Oh, I'm in Ohio. So yeah, Northeast Ohio. That's where I live, right by Berea, the one horse town. I can't. So, oh, you said, oh yeah, we're close to PA. That's where Queen lives by over there. She keeps. I want to do like spooky things over there. You know the area. Or do you have like an official website? Oh, hi, Queen. How are you? I'm trying to get fancy. I bought more tarot cards. I don't know. And all these guys just they talk to the collective. They do all kinds of stuff. But I'm gonna try. I just look at the cards and I just kind of already know. That's the problem. So I don't know if I have to do everything they do. Oh, not much. I don't know. I just found out my ex was using me, trying to use me for money because of my inheritance that's coming, but that's about it. Thank God to Buddha. Buddha got him out of my life. I guess Buddha removes blockages. So, oh, you're a music person. So I was wondering if that is like a website. I haven't got that fancy yet. I really haven't. I'm just the person that just likes Disney and making videos. That's all I like to do. I do like to edit videos. I enjoy it for some reason. I could spend hours editing stuff. I did that on Facebook. I always just edited videos. I love it. I can make them to professional quality like nothing. It's probably the autism. I just like doing that shit. It makes me happy. If you're doing more than Monogali now. Oh, okay. You have a million tarot cards. Laugh out. You too, Queen? Oh my god. I only had two decks. If I want to know something, it just comes to me. And honestly, I was raised Catholic and I did die twice, but God just tells me shit if I need it. It that voice just comes. And I usually don't need a whole bunch. But I was trying to be cool. He lost many too. Yeah, I think I don't know. I think my dad himself was pushing me out of his life because I see my dad and my mom every day because they're both dead now. So, and I don't tell them to go away. They could do whatever they want. They can use my energy. I don't care what they do. They're my parents and they're staying with me until I die. So I'm okay with it. I like it. I could talk to dead people and they're here, and I like talking to all my ancestors. I think they drove them out because my mom, she's a witch, and my dad was a very strong empath, and now that they're in the astral realm, they can mess with people, and I let them do whatever they want through me. I don't care. So I think they did it. So, oh, well, I don't know about a come up queen. I'm not a music person. I'm just a person that likes to draw Disney, and I'm trying to paint water. And my dead mother gave me the idea that I should start doing tarot. So she said it's a part of our ancestry blood. So this is why I do this, because it's a part of the ancestry blood. So it is what it is. I mean, seeing dead people is not fun all the time. It really isn't. Sometimes you see some things that aren't very good. So thank God my parents are very strong in that astral realm because things don't bother me. And when I do see them, they don't bother me. I can get rid of them. So when I went out of town, I would tell them would leave my tarot cards there. Oh, I'm sure. I've been listening to these tarot card readers. You did a mediumship on my channel too. Oh, okay. Well, I guess everybody's doing this. But yeah, if he did all the tarot card readers, it was funny because I have a lot of dark energy, Queen. I do. The energy I have is dark, but I use it for good things. And I think it's funny because my dead parents terrorize him more than anybody. I think he'd rather have God terrorizing him than my parents. Ow. Well, yeah. I think you have to have some kind of witch blood for it. Since my mom was a witch and my great grandmother was a witch and everything, it just goes in our bloodlines. It goes back to Salem. I've always been into science, synthesized souls. Science. Oh, I'm good, Marilyn. Yeah, science is my thing, and I believe that quantum physics links things to a spiritual realm. And I still go by this, and I don't care what everybody says about all this psychic healing and stuff. Quantum physics already proved the reality of multiple universes. So I say we go to science and study energy. So, and God's string theory alone proves that there are other things out there, and people are just, I don't know, they're just weird, and it's not everyone can do it. It's just some people are born to do certain things. Just like I could never be a nurse, but I could be a nurse's aide. It's just jobs you can. But numbers and science, love it. I love string theory. I love chemistry. That's why I went to school for so long. I just enjoy it. I think it's fun. But this is kind of new. My mom did a lot of tarot cards, and I just studied science and focused on learning how to write and stuff. Mine is very accurate. I have a whole accuracy playlist on a high profile cases. Oh yeah, you told me about that. Yeah, well, you know what, Queen? There was a a thing my mom told me to do is, I guess there was a cord that was attached to me and him. Oh, okay. Let me see what's in the future. And anyways, mom cut the cord from me to him and put it on his lover so I could feed off and take all their energy. And I didn't, and it's staying there until the cycle's complete. So they can go in and do whatever they want in that house. Because I'm not going there. I'm not letting him in my house at all. I don't care if it's in both of our names, the lease. He ain't coming in this house, so he might as well stay over there. That's what I feel like. All right. All right, Marilyn. Let's try to get these fancy cards here. I got lots of fancy cards now. All right, I'm going to start with. Good God. All right, I'm going to start with these first. My happy standard ones, Marilyn. These seem to, because all these other tarot card people, they have lots of cards, lots of them. And let me get into the collective. I've been researching other channels and I got addicted into watching them. And I was listening to this one reading, and I know we have a lot of like dark presences in our family. And during this one reading, a spider got in the reading. And I'm sitting there going, I guess that's my reading. Because it's like some damn dark energy got out there. I was like, yeah, that's the one I was meant to listen to. This is my person. I was like, here we go. It was crazy, but it was so accurate. And they were like confused. It was so crazy. And I told my son, he goes, I guess that was your reading, Mom. That's what he said. I was like, yeah, the spider appeared. It had to been me. That's how I know it's me. I got crazy spirit guides that follow me that are dark and light and always are there to protect me. But Marilyn, your energy is in the Hangman. And this talks about pause, surrendering, letting go, and perspectives, self-sacrifice, wisdom, enlightenment, and contemplation. Let's see here. Then you got the Seven of Pentacles, and this talks about patience, reward, investment, perseverance, hard work, harvest, fruition, results, and progress. Then you got Ace of Wands. That's motivation, passion, possibility, energy, dedication, drive, and sprouting and energizing. All right. I'm not gonna talk about all the. I don't know all these things about where everybody talks about collective, but I'm just gonna say the energy of the universe and just say what my mom is saying. Since my mom is my spirit guide, folks, I mean, I am the daughter of a dead witch here, so I'll see what my mom says. Mom says to do this, and she's going to let you know. Because half of the time, I don't know if it's cheating or not, but mom is the most accurate. All right, Marilyn, you got. These are oracle cards. I guess these things show the inner path. That's what they say. And they seem to they bring out more insight, Marilyn. You're great with melody, though. Your reads and those are, well, yeah. I just do it all scientifically, and then she just coaches me along the way and tells me that when she died, she passed it on. So, and I need her help half of the time. So, there we go. But with this Hangman, you got a full moon of Pisces, and this talks about balancing your spiritual practicality, which I guess you could say in layman's terms is just balance your inner self and make sure you're good inside and you're not making your other self, your inner self unhappy, and just be practical. And then the Seven of Pentacles is surrounded by a new moon in Gemini. And this talks about communication. So I feel there's going to be some kind of communication with someone somewhere that you've been waiting on. And I don't think it is like a lover or anything. I believe it's something to do with money or an investment or something like that. Then you got the Ace of Wands. What goes with that is the blue moon. And this is just, I'd like to say, a leap of faith card, to believe in something you don't see right this second. And I don't know, these are really cool cards. These have animals on them, so of course I had to buy it. Oh, you like it, Day? Yeah, I got me some animal cards too. I was thinking about getting Disney princess cards, but my dead mother was against that. But I still might, get some Mickey Mouse cards and stuff. Have all the Disney characters. Why the hell not? All right. Let's see what animal presents we got here. Okay, these actually have other stuff with it, but I like the animals. That's why I got it. Mom said it was I should have stuff like this. So I did that. All right. Now, with this Seven of Pentacles, you got, with all this money stuff, with the communication, you got determination. And you got the fish. The fish are cool. I like the fish. And then with the Hangman and the full moon in Pisces, you got strength. There's some kind of situation going on in your life that you feel like you can't get through. But when you get cards like this, that means divine people in the other realms, they like you and they extend an olive branch and they give you strength. That's kind of what that does. Oh, you're back, wait. But that's what I like to call strength, the olive branch from the good people, not the bad ones. And then with this Ace of Wands, with your passion and energy and dedication and all that, and this blue moon, you got patience. You're going to have to wait on something. It's going to be hard. It's going to be like making a cake and then you can't eat the batter and you got to wait for it to be baked. So you do got to wait. And it's just some kind of money that's just coming through eventually, And sometimes it's better just to wait. When they come in their own time, it always has a better outcome. I'm trying to hold on to this belief for my inheritance at the time here. Because I do like to have fun and say I did something for the day, so. Oh, Ethan. Let me see here. Marilyn. Of course my mom's with me. My mom and my dad are always with me. My dad recently passed, so he's with my mom in the collective or the spirit realm, and they stay in my house. They haunt me, but it's a happy haunting. Oh, you're welcome. My mom says hi, and she hopes that it helps. So together, me and my mom give all kinds. Well, the delay with the inheritance was, I guess there was problems in the mail room. I sent a certified mail for them to sell the house and so I could buy it and stuff. So they could sell it, and they could give me the money from the VA to get the house, but they never got it. And then and my parents must have got Rob out of this house, because after that I got a letter and now they're working on my money again. I guess the reason I wasn't getting the money was because the astral realm did not want him being here. So there you go. Okay, let me find your question. So that's what's going on with that. All right. All right. Marion, you want new love. Is new love coming in within 6 months? It will be from different culture or from same country. I could do a love reading for you. Maybe they wanted to make sure. I'm sure it didn't. Well, with my dad dying recently, now that they're together and he being a military person, he's having fun over there in the realm, because you just kind of watch the living, and he has my mom to keep him company, and they come here and they can use my energy for whatever they want. I don't tell my parents what to do. I don't. They're my parents, and when I die, they're crossing me over, so I'm fine with it. I mean, yeah, I'm sure I'll be going to God too, but the main thing is my parents are coming for me. And I trust wherever I go as long as they're with me. And that's just about all there is to that. All right, I'm getting your love life question, Marion. But they tell me I'm living a long time. And I'm going to meet somebody very successful. And they said it could be somebody. They said it's going to be some kind of actual person that may be over here. Some kind of person that does music or does things. What are you doing, Chong? We were just outside. I'm not going back out again. All right. My dog is obsessed with going outside and it's cold as hell. I have no clue why he wants to be out there in this damn snowstorm. All right. All right, Marianne, you're in your love life. You got a Chariot. And this talks about success, action, determination, motivation, leadership. So you got high standards and boundaries, which is really good. Then you got the Ten of Swords, and this talks about deep wounds, betrayal, finality, release, closure, acceptance, letting go, moving on, and renewal. There's a lot of stuff in your past. Your present is the Chariot. Your past is this Ten of Swords. I already been in the Ten of Swords, and it is not a good place to be. Oh my God, it's not a good place to be. The Ten of Swords kind of sucks to be in for your past, but I could see you got through it. I did too. Then you got the World. And this talks about seeking personal closure, shortcuts, incompleteness, dissatisfaction, and stagnation. It's probably because you're waiting on somebody. Sometimes it's better to let them come to you, but let's see what. Let's get the oracle cards out. I need more tables. Maybe that could be my next investment. A damn table. I'm sure at my dad's house there's plenty of tables, so I'm not trying to get too much stuff going on here. But anyways, alright, let's grab this one here. Alright, you have a new moon in Leo for your energy, for your love life there. There's a lot of Leos. Oh my gosh. I don't think I had a reading with so many Leos. You got a new moon in Leo for your central energy, and this talks about confidence is the key to your success on this venture of love. Then you got a full moon in Leo for the past. And then this just talks about not letting pride get in your way. And then you got a balsamic moon for the future. And this talks about a time for healing. It's interesting. Let's draw more cards. Let's get these animal cards out. They're fun. I like the animal cards. I'm in a fun mood today, folks. A happy, fun mood. I'm just scared. Mom says I'll like this person. I mean, I don't know. This new person of divine or whatever that's gonna just come in my life. I mean, if they do music or something, how do I know they're not having sex with 20 groupies? I don't know. Maybe I could find a nerd. I think they're more my style. Just find somebody like in the Revenge of the Nerds, because I am a nerd. In essence, I'm a nerd, and I do like them. I don't know. I've always had a crush on Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. All right. I feel that somehow, Marion, that your future match is going to be a Leo. Mom says that most likely it's going to be a sign of a Leo. And she is a very wise woman. And the thing is, Leos are stubborn, but they're very loyal, but sometimes they could be egotistical, Leos. So Mom said to watch, because Leos could be very domineering in that way. So I was told to warn you. All right, with your key energy, with your love life, you got freedom. And you got the fishes. I don't know. I'm not big on fish. I like furry animals. But and then you got for your past, defend. I just feel in the past there was something going on and you had to like fight for things and you had to defend yourself. And sometimes it happens in toxic relationships. And for the future, you got, it looks like an owl, and it's hunt. I guess possibly. Mom says you're gonna like search for them, or they're gonna come through a search, and you're gonna be really kind of displaced by him because you're not gonna know whether to trust him, but it's gonna come through, and he's gonna prove himself that he's not a narcissist, because there's a lot of narcissists out there. But I do think he's going to be a Leo. He's going to have that domineering Leo energy. So how do you know he's watching me now? I mean, I don't know. I mean, he could be with his girlfriend. I mean, why would he want to bother with me? I mean, do you feel it? Oh, you feel it? I don't know. Maybe he is. All these tarot card readers say he's stalking me. So they told me he's stalking me through my social media, and a spider came in one of their live streams. I go, oh boy, that's Mom. That's Mom's energy, and it was funny because that lady literally was screaming. And she paused her camera, and I was like, that was for me. There was a spider. I just got excited. But I don't know. What do you think? He's toxic, Queen? I mean, you and Mom are very intuitive, so. Who is Andy? Oh, yeah, go ahead. Oh, you want to know who is Andy? Or I don't know. Is that, or do you feel like Andy's there or listening to me? Yes, I feel I made him uncomfortable and I said he went off when I posted that. Oh, okay. I don't know an Andy. I know that the one tarot card lady said there's a whole group of people that are terrorizing me and lying about me and stuff. The one that the spider appeared in the reading. And I guess he has a whole group there. So I don't know. It could be one of his thugs. That's I believe this one lady, and then the other lady does readings, and she prays to Saint Michael and God and all that, and she was pretty damn accurate. Maybe. Oh, I mean, I don't know. At this point, maybe it's good that I have somebody in the future that's not him because I don't know. I think that he's toxic and my parents don't like him. My parents never, after my dad died, he did not like him, and mom just needed his energy. Yeah, go ahead. If you were to try to figure out my drama, that's fine. And I can do a reading even with my little card. I like the animal cards, they're the best. See, I wish I knew what the Knight of Swords meant right off rip, but I don't. That's the problem. I need to study my cards more. I really do. Start memorizing this like I memorized the periodic table. See, these are like the same thing. They just don't have the words. I don't know. Maybe I could do these too. They are awfully pretty though. They do have a nice little energy coming off them, and they have nice illustrations. Malady though. What is oh, moonology. Okay. You have that down to a science. Laugh out loud. Well, I am a moon child. My energy is high priestess and moon child. When it comes to like moon things and deceit and things like that, I'm very good at it. So that's where I say my energy is more dark because my parents are more productive, are more like warriors. They got warrior spirits. It's who we are, I guess. And then they had somebody that was the opposite of them. I guess it happens. But I enjoy going to work and taking care of the old people. That is, even if I was super famous. Oh yeah, I do like the boo cards. I like the animal cards too. I mean, some of these cards here they confuse me. I gotta memorize what each one is, but I am very good at getting into people's psyche, and it does help having dead people that surround me and being able to hear them. I don't have to. I don't have to literally ask the collective for anything. My mom just, she's pretty badass. She just stays there. Matthew and John, what the hell? Am I going to date all of Jesus's people? All I need is Luke. They said it was supposed to be a divine match, and he was more dark. So, no, I didn't see it. Oh, hi, wealthy first. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to get Queen's question first, though. Oh, did you already post, Queen? I'm waiting on yours. He is way up. Okay. I probably did. If this happens, let me try to get my computer to go all the way up again here. All right. It is way up here. Jeez. All right. I don't see it. Go ahead and just repost it. Yeah, I don't know where it's at now. All right, no communication fell on Saturday. Oh, you want to know Ethan? Okay. All right. Let me try these first and then do the moon cards and see what mom says. Mom likes to be nosy about a lot of stuff. She really does. Mom's very good at just, I don't know, she's a woman and she's had this shit go down, so she knows about things like this. So she really does. Mom is the person to ask about this. All right. All right. All right. Ethan. There's a lot of people of bad behavior these days. All right. Ethan is in the Four of Wands. And that's for his central. And this talks about satisfaction, milestone, goal, homecoming, reunion, support, security, pride, break, and enjoyment. I don't know. I'm getting a weird feeling about that one. Then he got for the past a 5 of swords in reverse. This talks about reconciliation, making amends, forgiveness, harmony, dialogue, peace, resolution, and understanding. That was the past. And the future is the Ace of Pentacles, new financial or career opportunity, manifestation, abundance, security, stability, prosperity, and potential. I don't know. At least he's not a narcissist. I'm not picking up any of those kind of vibes from him, thank God. I've been watching so much Carl Jung and psychic healing and stuff. I run from these narcissists, and I just think that there needs to be a narcissist test before things happen. But there's no way to detect a narcissist. All you could do is put up boundaries. It's crazy. All right. All right. Ethan and the shadow cards here. We'll get these going. All right. All right. With the Four of Wands, the new moon in Aquarius came up. And this is the present. And it talks about bringing love into the situation. So there is some love coming, I feel, but he's scared and he's moving slow. That's what mom says. Mom says he's not a narcissist and I'm crazy, but she said that he's just slow moving. That's what she told me. And then this 5 of Swords. Yeah, the 5 of Swords with the new moon eclipse is powerful change. It's in the past he was working on himself. I do see that, to try to be a better person. And then for the future, it's a full moon in Pisces, and this talks about balance, spirituality, and practicality. It's going to be more balanced in the way near future, like in the next week or two I'm getting. Possibly. Oh, you're welcome. I'm not done, Queen. Mom says I need to get one of these cards out too. Mom says that these are good to have around so you know the kind of field they're in. She's very wise. All right, you got. Oh, that's a good one. You got peace. Peace is good. And then you got determination. And you got transformation. So if in your present situation, there's peace. So that's good. And then in the past, there was determination with the fishies. I'm obsessed with this. But you got the turtle. The turtle's supposed to be significant for transformations and rebirths and stuff. And it's a powerful symbolism. Then you got, for the future, you got a butterfly. Transformation. Oh, no, Mom told me. Cards can't tell you dates. Only dead people can do that. Mom said about 2 weeks. That's what Mom said. There's no way you can the spirits have no clue about this kind of stuff, about our time periods. They're in linear, they're in different multi-universes and stuff, and they don't know our concept of time. Mom has not been dead more than 100 years, so when she came from Earth, so she knows our time period. So that's about what is there. All right, wealthy first. All right. Let me see your question, wealthy first. All right. Go ahead and put in your question. All right. Sisha Hall. Please, reading please. Hey, XX. Okay. Okay. Let me get Shisha first. Let me get her, and you want to know about your lover. Okay. Let's go with these cards first. These seem to, then you know where your central energy and stuff is at. So let me get that going here. All right. All right, now. All right. Got this. Temperance. All right. All right. Your lover is in your person. I don't know. Everybody says person these days. That's what I've been watching a lot of lingual with this. But your person is in temperance, the energy field. And this talks about balance, moderation, patience, purpose, soulmates, economy, management, and accommodation. Then the past of your lover here is in the Nine of Wands. This talks about vigilance, boundaries, inner strength, challenge, competition, success, victory, and courage. Doesn't seem like a horrible person. Then the Six of Cups. This is resolving childhood issues. And this is in reverse. And this talks about childhood issues needing resolving, completing therapy, letting go of the past, focusing on the future. I don't know. He just needs to, listen to Carl Jung, but he doesn't seem so horrible. I'll tell you that much, Shisha. I don't know. I'll just call you Miss Hall. because I'm probably pronouncing your name in a really, really bad way, and I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm not the best at this. And let's get his shadow thing going here. Alright. Oh, Lord. Okay. Alright. And the shadow side, with going with this temperance card here, you got the full moon of Pisces. And this talks about balance, spirituality, and practicality. And it's good that he's in balance now. Then he got a new moon in Leo for the past. And this talks about confidence being the key to success. So he must have worked on himself to balance himself out at some point. And then there's the full moon eclipse for future. And this talks about conclusions that are coming within reach. Like just things that your person just kind of, I mean, everybody hides something. You're not supposed to reveal everything about yourself right away. It's just what it is. So let me get my happy animal cards out. All right. With all this temperance and all that, he got determination. All right, he got wisdom from the past, which is good. You want people to have wisdom because they learn to not be a shitty person. And in the future with your relationship, it's going to be energy. Really good, happy energy. Look at this hummingbird. It's all happy and just kind of all out there. And here's his determination right now. We got the fishies. And he got wisdom from some of the stuff he went through in the past. I feel you're going to have a decent relation with this guy. And I don't know. He had his little awakening. And I don't know. I got a good feeling about him. My mom does too. I mean, there's going to be bumps in the road, but I don't feel like he's going to be a shitty person. I really don't. I feel he's going to be okay for you. And I'm glad because people don't need that in their life. Not at all. So, all right. All right, let me get here. Oh, there's a lot here. Sure, you can. All right. Oh, you're welcome. I will. My mom already knows. She hangs around. I guess when you're dead, this is what happens. Your entertainment is watching your mother, is watching your daughter and her dog, and everything else. So that's what it is. What it is. All right. Wealthy. Before I get to you synthesize souls, let me get to wealthy first. All right. Can you tell me Tanisha's current feelings about me? Her name is Marissa, and she and I aren't talking after our breakup. Oh well, yeah. I'm in in avoidance too. I blocked everybody. This happens a lot after a breakup. It does. It puts you in a weird place. You just don't want to have to deal with a lot of stuff. Sometimes, depending on how it ended, too. If it made you feel a certain way, even though the person loves you, you just sometimes just like, nah. All right, you and your person. We're just gonna go with your person, so I don't have to keep pronouncing all the names I probably mispronounce anyways, you got the Chariot in reverse, and this talks about for your present. It talks about obstacles, lack of self-discipline, confidence or willpower, delays, setbacks, and accidents. That sure describes what a breakup situation would be. In the past, it was the Ace of Pentacles. And it was new financial or career opportunity, manifestation, abundance, security, stability, prosperity, and potential. That was your past. And your future is the Five of Cups in reverse. And this talks about accepting help, healing, forgiveness, rejoining the world, overcoming despair, and emotional baggage. Let's just see what these cards are about. Let's ask the moon oracles on that. That's a heavy reading there. All right, with this reverse Chariot and all your obstacles, you got first quarter moon. Did that make sense? Your commitment is being tested. I guess she's seeing what you're going to do. Being in isolation. This happens. So, yeah. Just let me get what was I getting to? Synthesize Souls is next. Anyways, in your past with this Ace of Pentacles, you got a full moon Aquarius, and this is an exciting card when you're in love, about showing everyone the real you type thing. Say that she's just by the moon and all happy. Now, this future of your relationship, let's go check this. You got a new moon in Cancer. And this talks about safety. I mean, it's more of like, I like to think in the Oracle card, a stagnant card where it's just, you're in a period of just stagnation. So, all right, let's see here. What are you doing, Chong? Oh, you're over there chewing something. All right. Let's see what the animal cards say. Oh, okay. Maybe that's why it's saying that. She might be. I'm not picking up any kind of love or anything here or longing. I'm really not. I mean, I don't know. But I'll lay down these little cards here. Well, at least you know you're safe, and you got the Cancer. Cancer is a pretty safe card. But you got peace for your current situation. You got the Turtle. The Turtle is always a good thing. And then for the past, you had determination with the two fishes. And then in the future one of the relationship, you got inspire. I feel that this means you should just get inspired to maybe start a project, and maybe you'll meet somebody exciting and vibrant and kind of be happy and do happy things, because as human beings we don't want to be alone. Oh my gosh, there is a spider. I'm excited. There's a spider, guys. I'm talking about spiders and one comes along. How lucky of me. Oh, look. That's a pretty good one here. All right, let me go kill this spider. Oh, man. I don't want it eating me tonight. All right. Hang on, let me kill this spider real quick. Looks like a juicy one. Alright. Maybe it came with the cards. I don't know. Alright. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out. Maybe it's good luck for our reading. Or maybe it came in an Amazon box. I don't know. There's probably other spiders around here. It doesn't matter. They say a spider crawls on you every day. That's what they say. Or I moved a box from the living room in here. It might be a spider from the living room. I don't know. But anyways. Oh, you're welcome, Wealthy. First. Maybe you could help me with my stuff one day. Who knows? It was a very interesting spider. I hope it don't bite me later. I am allergic to those things. All right. You want to ask Miss Hall about a message from a past parent? Yeah, I can do that. Oh no, we got synthesized souls. No, I got that there. Upset they're chasing the spider. I don't know where Mr. Spider went. I just hope he don't bite my leg while I'm sleeping. You never know. I have this kind of crazy luck. Animal, the spiders and mosquitoes, they love my blood. All right. All right. Now, synthesized souls, you want to know about your romantic energy for the rest of December. All right. Let's see here. I'll just do your romantic energy. These things change and shift with time. And what you get one day, it might be different another day. Energy shifts every day. That's why all of these tarot card readers talk about the collective. The collective recalibrates every day. All the time. It's just what it is. That's what they do. But you got for your love life Two of Pentacles. And this talks about balance, flexibility, adaptability, multitasking, time management, prioritization, and decision making. I mean, that could be a good card. You got decision making and balance. And then for your past, it was Queen of Pentacles. Nurturing, practical, providing financial, prosperity, wealth, homemaker, down to earth. I feel it was a girl. I just feel for your past there was a nice stable relationship that kind of went stagnant. And then for your future over here, got the Fool. And then this in reverse. This means hope or faith, holding back, fear, anxiety, or doubt, missed opportunities, and blocked potential. Maybe it's because you're so busy with your music. That's the only thing that Mom's saying. Mom said if you weren't so busy with your music, you would have more time to meet people. This is just my mom talking. I'm just telling you what she says. But let's do the shadow side here. You know, she is a mom, so this happens. In your current one with the shadow side, you got a full moon in Libra. And this talks about a win-win outcome as forecast. So there's going to be someone that you meet. I do feel that. All right. for your past, there was always adjustments in this third quarter moon that came up. So maybe it was good that the homemaker girlfriend you had or wife or something, maybe she just didn't fit your lifestyle at that time. I don't know. And then there's, yeah, for the future, you got the full moon. And this talks about surrendering all your fears and anxieties to the moon, which is good. All right. Now we're going to do this too, because these cards are very insightful too. Synthesize souls. I think you'll like that. All right. You got create. And you got a spider, and a spider just came in the tarot card table, my little tables, and it looked almost like this. So, oh, you're open to a relationship? Well, that's good. Yeah, you got that for your thing, and I think it's funny because it was a big spider that came right on the table. Spiders have an ancient magic to them. People are afraid of them, but they're very, very. I like them because they're the ultimate predators, and they're very insightful and they're very magical creatures. They really are. They're better. For your past, you have inspire. You got the birdie, but you did get the spider. Spiders are really, that's a powerful totem right there. I will tell you that when a spider comes around, things get done. That's why I never kill them. I try to just take them and put them outside, or if it's a spider I think going to kill the house, then I got to kill it. But for your future, you got reveal, and I think it's supposed to be, I don't know if it's a dog or a wolf. I don't know, kind of reminds me of a wolf a little bit. But you got that for the future in your love life. I think you're going to attract somebody, possibly like for like a future matchup where it's a full relationship. That's for you. Oh, this is for synthesized souls. I feel you're going to get a wolf spirit or somebody on social media for your future. I feel that you might get somebody that to have sex with in between, but I think you're going to end up with a content creator of some sort. That's what I feel. It's going to be someone like that you're going to be with for forever. So have your fun. Mom says have your fun, and if you need to, have a one night stand here and there, do it. But she says you're not meeting your soulmate this month. That's what she says. She said you're meeting your soulmate later on, but men need sex. So if you need to go have sex, go ahead. She just said it could be, she feels it may be YouTube. But it could be people on multi-platform. So anybody on YouTube's on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, yada, yada, yada. I'm even on Snapchat. I just don't ever respond to nobody when they ask. I don't know this K9. It's K9 something, and he always sends me snaps all the time. I never respond to him because I don't want to be in a basement locked up being, I don't know, murdered and shit. I'm good. I don't know who this guy is, but he's been snapping me for like 2 years. But everyone has all kinds of things going on. So, but yeah. I mean, it's okay that if you do meet somebody this month that you can have a little thing and we'll put your condoms on and stuff. That's good. But I just wouldn't invest any time into it. Mom says You might as well have your fun now before you settle down. That's all she tells me. So just have your fun before you get settled down. Oh, well, there you go. Mom said maybe a little after April on that one. She said, whoever told you exactly April is, it's going to be around there, but maybe not exactly April. So I just say let the universe bring whoever wants to bring it to you. I mean, let the universe surprise you. If you're a good person, then good things happen to you. If you're a shitty person, then horrible things happen to you. That's how that works. Oh. Well, every tarot card reader is different, and they have to get all their stuff, a lot of their stuff from this collective. And they're not directly. I mean, I don't know if I'm the only tarot card reader that sees dead people and sees my parents, but I don't know what I'd have to do if I had to chime little things and close my eyes and do all that just to talk to ask the spirits. It's like ringing a doorbell and asking, "Can you answer my question, please?" when they're doing a bunch of other crap. I don't know. I'm kind of good with it. I'm glad I just talk directly to dead people because I don't have to open the front door. They're just already here, which is good. It makes me happy. How can you know or prove is your mom you're talking to? Oh, because I know my mom's energy. I know I'm not talking to a bad person. I absolutely know. I have very good intuitive powers, and you're always connected to your parents. It's a cord tie. It always is like that. Everybody makes in life triangles. You always have one triangles. Some people have, you have cord attachment to your children and your parents, and usually you always keep them. So it's a spiritual cord that everybody has with their parents. It's just I died and I came back twice. So, but my cord never got unattached from my mom or my dad. So I know exactly who I'm talking to. This is and then when I was at my lowest point through this breakup, I know it was God I was talking to because they came and helped me. God did help me, so you just know. It's a nice warming energy, and I just know. So, oh, Queen wants to know if you're male or female. Synthesized souls. But no one else has a question with all my cool decks I got. Oh, you're female. Okay. It's hard to tell when it's synthesized souls. Oh, it could be, but I know I have a cord connection to my parents. When my dad died, he passed through me, and I helped him, and he just didn't pass all the way through, and he just stays. So my dad's here too, and God told me that we always keep a connection with our ancestors if we like it or not. There's always some kind of connection, and it's always like that all the time. So I was given that by when I spoke to the divine when I died. That's why I know one is always three. So it makes sense. In the Bible, it's God, his son, and the dove. There's always a trinity. And God, we were made in that image, so we would create our own trinities through different lifetimes. And sometimes a trinity creates another trinity. I mean, that's one of the, I guess, one of the universal mysteries that I found out when I died is one is three. So if you get crossover, come back and you can see the dead, you'll always have that cord attachment to your parents and they can pass over and see you. So that's what happens, and I'm okay with it. I don't think it's weird at all. So, oh yes, they did. I knew about him cheating for about 5 months. I prepared for it. And I seen Buddha in the park. It's all beat up looking, but it brought me good luck too. I was saving up money, buying like 50 rolls of toilet paper, all kinds of stuff. I told and I just stopped when he wanted to have sex. I went to have sex with him because I knew. And towards the end, he asked me, and I told him, I was like, I already knew you cheated. I already knew you were with someone else. I just was waiting for you to say it after I took $5,000 from him. So that's what you do. So yeah, I knew, and that's why I'm not so upset about it because I've been preparing for the breakup for like 5, 6 months before it happened, and I didn't just I thought he was messing with the babysitters. Well, he was the babysitter over there, so I thought it was the guy's sister he was sleeping with, but it was this girl Tanya. I guess she was a friend of the family, but I thought it was the guy's sister, and then he was like, "Well, it was. I was sleeping with her, but it wasn't that." And I was like, "I knew you were sleeping with someone. I just guessed it was the guy's sister." But I guess she had a little sense to her, so that's what went down with that. But I got everything, all of my affairs taken care of, and I am not financially struggling at all now. Paid up, I and I don't have to buy a whole lot of stuff. I don't really have the biggest appetite and I don't like to eat a lot of meat. I don't like to eat meat if I don't have to. So, meat's kind of expensive when these times and I don't like eating animals. So, to me, with him gone, my food budget's just fine. It really is. So, I'm good there too. And I get to make more videos now, which makes me happy. All right, you saw Aries energy, but it was a small chance it was Leo. But definitely Aries. Oh, you're talking to synthesized souls. But yeah, I am good and happy over here. I get to make more videos and I get to live stream more now that he's not trying to be on his Discord and all this stuff screaming while he's playing video games because that's not the kind of content I do. And I just don't like to it was hard for me to live stream because he's screaming his head off when I'm trying to do other stuff. So, yeah. Did you put your question up here? Dragon, Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, you got a message reading from a crossed over parent spirit realm from before crossing and what they feel and think from what I've experienced since their passing the 28th of December. Okay. Yeah, I think I forgot. I'm sorry. Let me get your thing on your. Let me do a little thing here. All right. Let's do these and then do the oracle cards too. Generally, when people pass, they're always going in a good place. Generally, some people, if they did the worst things for against humanity, that sometimes doesn't go well for them. But I'm sure your people are good. I mean, you're just talking about people that, like Hitler and stuff, that have murdered many, many people. Those kind of people do not get reincarnated right away. But anyway, your parents, Miss Hall, they're in the moon. This is their energy. They're just here in the moon and talking, and it's a good happy card. It just talks about intuition, dreams, and they're also surrounded by the Queen of Pentacles. And I feel like this would be a grandmother with this kind of reading, because it's nurturing, providing finance, they're dead, so it doesn't matter there, but prosperity, and it's more of a nurturing and homemaker card. So I feel like they're with you, an ancestor that was a homemaker and things. And then the Ace of Wands. This talks about a lot of things, but energizing is the only thing that would be affiliated with the dead here. And let's do an oracle card here, because their energy when they passed over was in the moon. I can tell you that. And then all right, I don't think this card even really applies. It only applies to the living, so we'll grab one of these, because you don't have to worry about cycles once you're dead. All right. All right, here would be your messages. These are when these start coming out. And with this moon, your ancestors are speaking. Mom says your ancestors and my little guides here are telling me that you're in the end of a tough cycle. But it's approaching. The end of whatever you're going through is coming to an end. That's what they're saying, because they're all in the full moon in Capricorn energy. And then they're talking about your past. You were in a waxing moon. And this talks about energy gaining momentum. And which is a good thing. It means in the past you always were doing, at least you didn't lose your energy or go low energy. And then you got a new moon in Virgo. And this talks about a time to give rather than take. And this would be like at the end of your rough cycle. So, yeah, at the end of this rough cycle, maybe just take time, get yourself together, and don't give too much that doesn't benefit you. That's the message I'm getting on that. I'm getting that they don't want you to overexert yourself, and they still want you to protect yourself as well. So, and let's see these little animal things. I love that. I'm addicted to these animal ones. Oh, you got family for your present. Yeah, your energy's in family, and it has this nice little symbolism here. You got family for your current thing there. And let's see what comes up for the past. So currently, all your family's with you, dead and living. I am picking that up. All right, and you got care. In the past, you were being taken care of, which is nice symbolism. They were watching you always in your past, also, but now your family is with you in the shadows. You never walk alone. I mean, I will say that none of us walk alone, but you are not walking alone. And then you got for the future, you got a little rabbit. I don't know if this means anything to you with the horns. They're telling me that you liked rabbits and little cute stuff like this. And it says believe. And this is the future. They want you to be happy. And they want you to believe in things that are bigger than yourself. They want you to believe in your dreams and your aspirations and all kinds of stuff. And they just want you to be happy. That's what I'm picking up. So that I am picking up. I don't know, maybe you can get a cute little rabbit. They keep yapping about a rabbit in my head. Everything. They say it's I had a pet, my kids, I got them a pet rabbit. I rescued this huge gigantic rabbit, and everybody, well, my brother-in-law at the time, and he goes, "Oh, I could cook that rabbit." I said, "Oh no, that's our pet." Eventually, he ended up having a stroke. The kids used to put him on the bed and put a towel under him because he would just poop around the house. He was like a 30-pound rabbit. It was crazy. It was one of these really big ones. It was the craziest thing ever. So, all right. All right. All right. Let me see if there's any more questions. Oh, thank you, Queen. Thank you for helping me out with there. Oh, well, thank you. You're the best, Queen. What message she have for her? What message she have for grandchildren? Oh, okay, you want to know the grandchildren. Okay. Well, at least you know they're not leaving you. Because I don't know. I feel like everybody says when you're dead, but I've always kind of seen shadows in dead people, and I just like to think that we we probably go in the astral realm, but we're always connected to our kids. Oh, excuse me, that live on Earth. And our cords are never totally ever cut until your last living descendant on Earth is dead from all timelines. So it's kind of hard for the dead not to be able to come see you. So, all right, let me see what they got for your children here. But I don't mind playing telephone with the dead people. I would rather play telephone with the dead people a lot of times than call the living. Laugh out loud. I really would. So, anyways, with the kids, you got a Eight of Swords reverse. And this talks about release, freedom, new perspective, open mindedness, inner critic, understanding, and optimism. You got for your kid, for the grandchildren. And that's surrounded by a Six of Cups, and that's spiritual fulfillment, nostalgia, focusing on the past, reunion, harmony, goodwill, cooperation. It's a beautiful reading for the grandchildren of these guys. And then the Four of Pentacles. Financial security for the future, stability, quality, achievement, scarcity, conservatism. Oh, yeah, here we go. Let's get some oracle cards out here. These seem to really bring more insight sometimes, I feel. Sometimes they do. They bring insight to the regular cards a little better here. All right. Well, let's see here what we got. All right. All right. For the grandkids, I'm just going to call the grandkids because here they're talking to me about their grandkids. So here we go. All right. Currently, but with the grandkids, they're in to be open minded, they're telling you, and have understanding with the grandkids. That's what they're telling me. And they also said for the current timeline is prosperity's lying ahead for you guys. And then we'll do one of these to see what comes up here. Let me shuffle these out so I can get a better accurate reading with these grandkids. All right. All right, the grandkids, you got disguise. All right. That's interesting. Well, that doesn't surprise me with kids. You got disguise. Kids are always hiding stuff from you, just stupid things. My kids would hide all kinds of stupid things. So they're hiding something. I don't think it's anything huge like they're on any kind of major drugs or anything, but just they are hiding something from you. But kids are always hiding stuff from us. But then in the past, you got secret. And there's like a locket and a key. I guess this would go along with this. In the past, it was a secret. I don't think it's a major big deal, whatever it is. I really don't. It could even be just depending on their age. Or it just could be they had a crush on someone or something. Then for the future, there's determination here. Yeah, I'm picking up, they're just saying that for the grandchildren, just to watch out what friends they're hanging out with. That's what I'm getting. And I've snuck out on my mom too, and she knew every damn time. I lied in that just to hang out and have a little fun. But that's what I'm picking up from it all. I'm picking up that there's a friend they don't like. somebody has hanging around them that they don't like. So they're 3 and 4. Maybe there's kids around or the parents or something. There's some kind of secret involved. Sometimes when I was listening to these other tarot people, sometimes with these they have these guy that does timeless readings. Sometimes it doesn't make sense until a couple weeks later, even. Maybe just watch their friend group, like the parents of the friends. There's something with their friends. It's probably the parents then. They're telling me something with friends. So if they're going out and hanging out at places, or you have them on a wherever, if you're not with them, they obviously are eventually with other 3 or 4 year olds. So I don't know. That's what I'm picking up. Or maybe there's somebody when they're not with you and babysitting. Maybe they're doing something. I'm not saying it's anything crazy. Maybe they smoke weed or something around the kids. Some people, they do drugs and stuff in this earth. Maybe they're doing drugs around go in another room and doing drugs while the kids are in the house, and maybe in of someone else. I mean, you don't want. They just say it's something about some kind of environment, but I wouldn't read too much into if they're 3 or 4. So they are adopted. Well, that's okay. They're adopted. I mean, I want to adopt a child, but you apparently got to be rich for that. So that's so I would have to have another kid here, but I don't get it. All those kids in orphanages and stuff, and they make it expensive to adopt a child. So what's coming in love for me? Okay. I watched enough of the Trey universe or Trayverse. I I was trying. I didn't want to move my money out of my savings and all that because I'm a member of Psychic Healing. I was going to join his thing. He's really good, but yeah, I mean he's does really good techniques for love readings. That's why I got the idea of having all these cards. All right, let's get into this love reading about your person. Oh, what's coming in love? Okay, it's not about a person. Oh, they don't live with you. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Possibly. Maybe there's some people around the kids or something that I don't necessarily see them being abused or anything. They're fine like that, but there's just probably people around them that maybe doing other things that shouldn't be around children. I'm just picking up smoking and stuff. Nothing major. They're just smoking and things like that. I mean, maybe they're smoking. I don't think it's anything like meth or anything like that. Don't get all that. I think they just might be smoking weed and not be doing such a good job like you would around the kids. That's what I'm picking up. So, and this happens when my oldest would babysit my youngest when I had to go to work. Sometimes, well, he didn't smoke weed, obviously. He was, my kids are 10 years apart. So when he was around 10 or 11, I'd leave him for a couple hours, my youngest, with, I'd leave my youngest with my oldest when he was time, it got old enough for him to babysit. Sometimes he wasn't the most attentive babysitter. That's the kind of thing that I'm picking up. He's not the babysitters at times aren't very attentive, but they're making sure the kids are taken care of. So, but that's all I'm picking up on that. Let me get this love one done here. All right. All right, for your love forecast here, you got Knight of Swords, and this talks about proactive, knowledgeable, logical, keen, clear, masterful, driven, action oriented, and fast forward thinking. All right. And this is the current energy you're in with the love life. So trying to ask about a person here. Then your energy before that was in the Knight of Wands. And this is inspired action, adventure, intuitive, ambition, drive, desire, fire started feisty. That's your past energy. And your future is Four of Pentacles. This talks about financial security, stability, quality achievement, scarcity, conservation, control, possessiveness, and boundaries. So there's nothing wrong with being in any of those energy fields. I'm in the Four of Pentacles right now with the boundaries. So what pain is she medicating? I will try. Honestly, clinically speaking, sometimes if you're in a major depression, the last thing you want to have pushed down your throat is church. I would just try to be supportive and maybe just talk to her. And maybe if you feel that she has a lot going on, maybe try to arrange some counseling. I feel sometimes that works better than church. There's just a whole lot going on at church sometimes because you got the whole religious aspect and everything else going on. Sometimes it's better to see a one-on-one counselor if it's possible. I know here in America, we got there's like places you could go if you really need a counselor, but or just try to counsel her and really just talk to her about her feelings. But I'll do a reading on it though. Well, that's just a personal thing I'm just throwing out there. That's all. Sometimes if you're in your head, it's just better to have that human contact, I guess. And because I watched all when I was going through my depression with my dad, breakup and everything, I was watching psychology videos I did like Netflix didn't exist, but people help. But I'm gonna do the reading too. They do. They help a lot. It's just somebody calling and talk to you and asking if you're okay and just trying to be there for them and just listen to all the little things they say. You need company sometimes. All right. All right, Poja. All right, Poja. You also got with this Knight of Swords, you got a full moon in Cancer. And this talks about a personal issue reaching resolution in your love life here with the Knight of Swords, which is good when things are resolved. And when this full moon in Cancer comes in, it's usually not dramatic. And then you got the new moon in Cancer with your love life from the past. And then that is that's the Knight of Wands with the adventure, ambition. And it just talks about safety, which was good. You were grounded and safe. Then you got the Four of Pentacles, and this talks about another Pentacles, financial security, stability, quality achievement, scarcity, conservation, control, possessiveness, the boundaries. So this is here, you got a south node on that, and it's talking about boundaries here, and boundaries is popping out of my head like crazy. Boundaries. Boundaries are very important these days. They really are. People don't appreciate boundaries. They just want a whole lot out of people, and people forgot old-fashioned values. They really have. It's terrible. All right. All right, here's some animal signs here for your love life. Maybe that'll bring some insight to things. All right. We got care. All right. With this whole Knight of Wands and full moon and Cancer for your love life, you got instinct. I don't know. It looks almost like a fox or something. I think this is supposed to represent you. I don't know. I think this is the one that identifies you. And then you got inspire. You got a little birdie, if that means anything from your past, with the little crown. And then you got for the future, for your love life, you got, it says care. And it kind of looks like 69 or 96 right here. And you got a crab for your future. I don't know. I feel like there's somebody that's going to come in like a storm. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling you're going to come in and someone's going to come in like a damn nuclear, like the snowstorm run in from the snow. And you guys are you're going to casually meet somebody and just run into them, and you're just going to like them. And it's going to be like lightning. Like a karma meeting, I'm picking up. Something like that, where you will feel like you've known this person forever too. And it's going to be at a time where you almost give up. That's what I'm picking up this. I'm hearing all the yapping. That's what I'm literally hearing in my head. So I do feel there's somebody's gonna come in. I don't know, might be Cancer energy. I feel like it's a fire sign though. It's somebody with fire sign. That's what I'm picking up. But I guess that's where I'm at with that one. And let me see here. All right. Okay, you want love, mood, career read for, all right. All right, do you want a love and career at the same time? Well, maybe see if I can combine it. If not, maybe I'll just do love and then do the other one right in there. I've seen some tarot card readers, how they stack their cards. So let me do that. I've seen them stacking cards and how they stack them. It seems to help them out. So maybe it'll help me out more. we'll do the stacking. I think I'm going to split it up with love, and I think I'm going to do love on one side and mood on the other. Because it seems like that would be very complicated for me to do it all in the same one, because you got to focus in on energy from the astral with one field, and then sometimes two fields are rough. I don't even know how to get one of those. I gotta ask my 21-year-old laugh out loud. He's the one that knows all this crap. Oh, you're talking to synthesized souls. All right. I'm sorry. You guys are having an intense conversation. You're the right person to go to. You even found my ex on the chat. You're a very gifted reader with more experience than me, Queen. Oh, okay. I don't have that much experience. I'm a dog walker. That's what I am. I came on YouTube. My whole thing was I just wanted to be a dog walker and get a pet shelter. And then eventually I realized that I was going to have to do something besides animal videos. So you got way more experience than me. I'm in a field right now of the unknown. I always went to school for science. My mom did all this tarot card stuff. I am still in the process of learning, but I could talk to you about string theory all day long, and Stephen Hawking, which is my hero, which I think he verifies that the astral realm is around us. But I'm still on that. There's a lot of people that don't believe that science and all that go right with this kind of stuff, but I do. All right, we're gonna start with the work. I think it's the work one. Because you wanted, all right, you want like your financial, I think it's financial, and you want love. So we're gonna start with financial, like job and money issues here. All right, your the money fields here, and this is the magician in reverse. And this talks about for your job and like job potential and all that stuff. I know you're probably working, but you know, we always switch up jobs. All right. You got, and in reverse, this means lack of self esteem, confidence and willpower, disconnection to spiritual and material realms. I mean, that's okay. It happens. There's a lot of stuff in life that happens to us. Or not everybody's going to have a great self-esteem all the time. You're only human. I had a low self-esteem for months and finally got out of that. You go through these phases. I'm just throwing the shadow cards down. Now, on these Six of Pentacles here, for your past, for like work and different stuff, it talks about unfinished business, exhaustion, burnout, stagnation, isolation. I feel like there was hardship in the past with your work, and you were just kind of just burnt out. I mean, I'm there. I get it. I'm a healthcare worker. I want to, by the time Monday hits, I'm like, thank God I could be a content creator for 4 days. All right. In the future in your job cycle here, and this goes along with this Knight of Swords, this is a good happy card for you. It really is. You got proactive, knowledgeable, logical, keen, clear, masterful, driven, action oriented, and forward thinking. That is good for a job, for for your money reading here. And it's in a third quarter moon. It just talks about adjustments. It could just simply mean you got to maybe change a couple things around in your life because you're going to have an incredible opportunity that you like coming. It just sounds like an opportunity to me. It really does. So let me get these cards too. Oh, you got a spider. Got a spider came in the tarot card today, and spiders are in there. All right. You got for this collaborate for your present. Collaborate with somebody, maybe, I don't know. That's what came up. And the spider is really good ancient energy here. It's good for change. And then you got for your past, you got these two lizard things here. And it's grow. It just means grow. So in the past, you were supposed to just grow with education or this or that. Then with this third quarter moon with adjustments for the future and all in this really positive card for your money field, you got care. And then 69 or yeah, and then 69 on there if it means anything. And that's a good thing. You got to take care. All right, now let's do your love now. At least you know that you're going to be okay in the end. I mean, that's all we could hope for. It really is. Let's do the love one now. All right, let me finish her reading here, Miss Halls, because she wanted a love one too. I don't know. This is better than using 1,000 cards for one question for me for some reason. That I don't. It's just like they're all playing rummy. They don't even get a feel for these cards. They're just falling all over the place. So I don't know. I like to be a lot neater with my stuff, I guess you could say. That's just me. But, anyways, for your love reading, I'm just going to pick 3 here. For your past, you got the world in reverse, which is fine because it's the past. The past is the past. It dies with the past, and you move to new things for the future. All right. All right, you have this world in reverse, and this talks about seeking personal closure, shortcuts, incompleteness, dissatisfaction, stagnation. Somebody wasn't good for you in the past. That's what I'm picking up. And then for your present situation, you got the 9 of Pentacles. And this is a good card. Oh my God, you'll love that, Miss Hall. Love it. Talks about luxury, self-efficiency, financial independence, discipline, refinement, harmony, and pleasure. That's the present. Then for the future, you got 5 of Wands. Diversity, battle, opposition, disagreements, discard, egos, aggression, intuition, frustration. I guess since it's future, maybe just watch out who you are talking to. But right now, you're in a really, really good energy field, and it's just projecting there could be that. So just be real careful in the future. Let's do an oracle card on these because sometimes things don't make sense enough to me for some reason. I don't know. They just sometimes don't make all sense without the oracle cards. All right, for this Nine of Pentacles for your current energy, which is beautiful here, you got a waxing crescent moon. And it talks about having faith in yourself, in your dreams, just everything. In the past, oh, see, surrender to the full moon. In the past, your energy was in the world in reverse, and in the shadow side, you got surrender to the divine. Now, when you surrender to the divine, that's just saying that you're just releasing negativity and stuff, which is good. Everybody's supposed to surrender to the divine for everything. Then you got for the for this one and the Five of Wands for your upcoming future. You got a full moon eclipse. This talks about conclusions that are coming within reach. I feel like there's going to be more than one or two people that are interested in you. And be careful of people in be careful wolves in sheep's clothing. That's all I'm going to say. There's somebody out there that possibly could kind of ruin that good energy you have. Don't just get too invested in one person. Try to keep your third eye open. If you feel uncomfortable around somebody, there's nothing wrong with taking your time and taking a step back and saying, I gotta have more clarification. And if they don't like that you want time, then that's on them. And then you got for your love reading you got I don't know, it kind of looks like a bear almost. I don't know, but you got reveal. You got reveal for your current energy. It's a nice little card there. For your past, let's see what you got going on. All right, you got confidence. And that's saying that we got the peacock here, the pretty peacock. It's saying to have more confidence from your past. In your future, let's see what you get. Maybe you'll get a butterfly, I don't know. Oh, you got a spider. Spiders seem to be lucky today. There was one over here. I don't see it now. Maybe, hopefully, it goes in and eats whatever little bugs are in the house, if there is any. I'm sure there is. It's hiding from me. But anyways, you got to collaborate for your future. Maybe just try to, I don't know. When you double check things, collaborate with people, say, who is he? What do we know about him? I mean, I know there's some kind of, I forgot, you could get like this thing where you can background check people before you go on a date with them. They got stuff like that going on in the world. You got to pay for it. I know somebody that dated and did that. So, but because she wanted to have a good quality person. Before she went on a date with them, she got their first and last name, address, and she ran them through a background check. But I think she worked for a company that did that. So, so there you go. All right, Mani. All right. You want to know Kafal's intentions towards you. Okay. Let me get this here. Let's see here. Let me shuffle these a little here. And sort these out. All right. All right. All right. Your person's past is in the Ace of Wands. Okay, let me There you go. I feel that one's good there. Then you got the Ten of Swords for your your person's current energy. There's a lot of deeply wounded people around here. And then you got the Nine of Cups for the future. Anyways, let's get into this. We'll start these three cards before we get the oracles out. The Ten of Wands talks about deep wounds, betrayal. Yeah, you can have a reading. Now, the Ten of Swords, it talks about deep wounds, betrayal, finality, release, closure, acceptance, letting go, moving on, and renewal. I want to say his is more deep wounds and past betrayals. And he never kind of done his work. That's what I'm picking up on this one. He never done his work. It's this one here. He just going around, and you can say you're over somebody, but until you do the entire work in the healing process, you didn't let it go. I did all my work, and it hurt like hell, but it's done. The past is he's in the Ace of Wands. This talks about motivation, passion, possibility, energy, dedication, drive, sprouting one, and energizing. He was on top of the world before this betrayal in the past, I'll tell you that. Then you got the Nine of Cups for the future. And this talks about satisfaction, gratitude, happiness, joy, celebration, harmony, love, satisfaction, and romantic invitation. He's healing up in the future, I'll tell you that. Maybe he just need a little more time. It happens. All right, let's shuffle these around and see what the shadow sides of this has to say. And then the animal cards that seem to like to say a lot too. So let's go see what they got going on. All right. Pick one from here. All right. The Waning Moon is right with the Ten of Swords with these deep wounds and betrayal. And a Waning Moon, it doesn't surprise me. It just means he has to release negative energy and clean out the gunk in his shadow so he can move on to a healthy relationship. If you don't clean out the gunk in your shadow, this is what happens. Then this Ace of Wands. Let's see here. Okay. And then this is the future. I got full moon in Taurus, and this just talks about dreams needing practical plans. He had good ideas, but no way of executing them in the past with love. So maybe that's how it ended up with a betrayal. I don't know. I'm feeling that it had some due to betrayal, all kinds of unfinished plans. That's what's going through my head. And then these Nine of Cups here for the future. You got satisfaction, gratitude, and all that, which is good. Let's see what the shadow side says, because you can't lie to someone's shadow. Can never lie to the shadow. Ever, ever. Oh. It says, full moon of Scorpio, time to release negativity. He's still angry about this to go here. That's the problem. He's taken all this negativity from here. He was happy here. His person unhappied him there. And then the negative energy is still here in the end. So that means he needs to let go some stuff. If he doesn't let things go, it's going to mess up his life. It really will. Just like anything else. If you don't clean your house and you leave it and no one vacuums the floor, pretty soon your floors are black because people are neglecting it. that's how our energy is. You can't neglect it, clean it out every once in a while. All right, his current energy now, the spider. Spider's very popular. That's the current one. Thing that, and it says collaborate, but thing that really kind of, I don't know, stands out with the spider, it goes along with being almost in a position where you're too scared to go one way or the other because people are scared of these little things. It is what it is. But I don't know, to me it's almost like being in Scorpio. You're just afraid to, you got all this stuff, all this energy in you that's bad, and you just don't want to let it go, but you don't know how to, but then you're tired of feeling it all the same. All right, for the past, he got mastery. He's getting these really good positive cards from the past. I don't understand. And it's two cats looking at each other. It's so cute. That's what he got for the past. I don't know. I just feel like he was in the past he was really happy before this betrayal happened to him of some sort. Somebody just, I don't know what kind of betrayal. It could be just someone lied to him. Then for the future, he got reveal. Yeah, there's something that eventually, I don't think it's anything crazy, but it's something in his shadow self he doesn't want to tell you. And he's going to tell you sometime in the future. But I don't know. I'm thinking it was betrayal of some sort. I don't want to say nobody was cheating because I don't know for sure on that, but there's all kinds of different betrayals. You could be betrayed just because someone left, someone lied to you, someone left you in a bad position. Could have been one of his friends. I guess there's some kind of betrayal going on. I will tell you that, but and it's from his past that he's kind of taking it out on people in the future, if that makes any sense. So, but I got you there, and that's Kafil's intentions towards you, which is good. He just has shadow issues. Tell him to clean his shadow before it consumes your relationship. That's what I would do. If he says anything, just say, I've been talking to tarot card people. He'll just think that we're crazy, and then maybe you guys will have fun and he'll let go all this negativity. He'll say the crazies told him, you can say the crazies told him to clean out their shadow. And that's it. And then they'll probably laugh at you and maybe he'll get over it. Yeah, you can ask something. Blessed done. I like that. You guys get the neatest stuff. Oh, I'm glad because I'm trying to learn these cards. And I really like the animal cards, Queen. I'm not good at them like you. You're more professional. You find people that are, you find missing kids and stuff. So you're in like the Superman of Terra category. You really are. I don't know. I'm just like the rookie cop. You're like the detective way high up there. I just came on the force and I'm just chilling and learning, and you're like way high ahead, but I'm trying. I gotta memorize some of, since I got this cool deck over here, it doesn't have the words, so I gotta memorize all the, maybe I could do flashcards so I remember what Five of Cups and everything means. I don't know. All right, your question is on top. Oh boy. Okay, let me find this question all the way on top. Over this way. That's a long way away, blessings. Long way away. I don't know, why don't you just repost it? There's so many like different questions here. Just tell me what kind of reading you want because I'm gonna keep going up there. I didn't realize I had that much questions. I'll just wait a few minutes and vape. I'm not trying to smoke cigarettes. I did buy a pack though, Queen. I only smoked a cigarette here and there though. So it's good. I quit like 10 years ago, but I did buy 2 packs since all this crap is going on. And I didn't really go through them all at once. Just every once in a while I had one. So I think I'm doing pretty good. All right, go ahead and repost your question, Blessed Done. There's a lot of these things to go through. So, but yeah, you're amazing. I can't believe you do all that with Tara. I really don't. I really can't believe it. That's just amazing. I mean, I literally studied string theory and all this crap, and I find it amazing looking at these live streamers that's live streaming tarot readings, and it's like looking at a science experiment. They're sitting there with 60 cards. Some of them, I was counting them. They're just falling everywhere, and they're putting all this together like they're solving a murder. And that's when the thought occurred to me. I don't have enough cards. So I decided to get this one lady. She gets real accurate readings and she prays to St. Michael. So, and they got tons of cards. And they'll say, oh, let me use this deck or that deck. Next thing you know, there's cards all the time, everywhere. It was just like, damn, 2 decks. I thought 2 decks and the cards was good enough, but evidently it wasn't. Maybe like there's certain cards for certain occasions. I don't know. All right. Are you still here, blessings? As I don't see you reposting your question. I'm not I'm not overly professional. I gotta go back to hell on Friday. I did I will tell you guys that I did threaten my new boss because they like to send me to this really hard assignment with this lady that's her daughter's toxic. Her name's Tiny. That's her nickname. And she's not tiny. I mean, I have nothing. I don't judge people by their looks, but she'll even say because she's a little overweight, and they call her tiny, but she's toxic. And I literally told my boss that I've been there 10 years, and I told them I'm going to, even though I put on my 2 week notice every 6 months or so, since I've been having to deal with Tiny, this toxic family member, that I was leaving and I'd get a raise, but I had it with this lady. She just ugh. I was gonna work Christmas and I told the new scheduler, that I'm not picking it up because I don't have to work any holiday unless it ends on a weekend. That's why you guys won't see me a lot on the weekends. But hopefully they don't kill my energy this weekend dealing with that because we're usually short staffed. But yeah, I did not have to deal with Tiny. And then everybody was like, I don't want to deal with the camera room. And I told them, if your loved one was in a nursing home and a Hoyer and all that, and they couldn't walk, and they were complaining about the staff, your ass would have a camera up there. So what do you care about going to camera room? Because I've had that assignment for 3 years and I hurt my shoulder on it. It's a very heavy assignment, but they don't put me over there no more because I told them, uh, 500 feet away is another nursing home. And my brother will drive me there. And I tell them this all the time. And they just was, oh, well, it's okay. And my brother's been there longer than me. I've been there 10, 11 years. He's been there like 13 years. So they understand. They and I it's and it hasn't been as hellish. So I'm glad about that. But yeah, these everybody's been trying to get me to be with, and then even Tiny approaches me after she gets mad 'cause she'll say I put the wrong outfit on her mom all the time, and now she prefers me. It's crazy. We got a love hate relationship, me and this Tiny. All right, Bless done. I don't think you're here. I've been waiting for your question and all that. Oh, okay. You're releasing All I Need This Christmas Is You. Doesn't not Madonna, Mariah Carey sing that one? Is it a remix or did you make a new song of that? I always see the Mariah Carey one. What I've picking up Christmas music. Lately, I've been watching Avenged Centerfold and stuff. I love heavy metal. This is why you guys will always see a lot of metal in my stuff. My God, if I met a guitar player, Queen, I would so be on it. Oh my God, it would be wonderful. I know when I was younger, I would like run into these like guitar players that had bands, and I just get excited with guitar players. For some reason, it's not so much the singers, it's those guitar players. Guitar players are the best. Oh my God. Like Slash. I had the biggest crush on Slash. Well, I still do. He's obviously doing his own thing and we're never going to be together, but Slash is amazing. He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I believe. Right in Cleveland, Ohio. And yeah, Slash is amazing. I love guitar players, love guitar riffs. That's why I use so much guitar music on my shorts. Oh, it's different. Yeah, I don't know. I never know. Maybe one day I will be the guitar player, or at least somebody that likes hard rock. I mean, I don't like all that fuzzy love stuff. Never have. Over the weekend, my driver's side is damaged. Oh God. Need two doors, mirrors, etc. So stressed. All week. I made it out. Thank God you did. That's crazy. Affirmations. Oh, you mean the like the thing manifesting it or whatever? Is that what you mean, Day? Oh my God. Oh yeah. I don't a lot of times I don't like being greedy with Universe Day. I just feel that if we ask too much at one time, I just feel like they just act like we're asking too much, and every once in a while I'll just put a suggestion out there that I'm lonely, and people seem to migrate. And if the dead people want me to do a favor for them or whatever, I always and they're trustworthy and nice and stuff, I'll do favors for them, but I don't ask for these things. Sometimes I'm just so nice about it, they just give me things they know that I want. So I think if you manifest too much, it's almost like praying too much. It's like If you're always praying every single day for yourself, and things like that, I feel it's more selfish. So, I mean, I'm healthy, I'm happy. I got enough money to pay all my bills, even though I work in the environment of crazy resident hell. And I do have good residents that haven't lost their mind and don't have Alzheimer's, but at least I got a decent job. So I just thank the universe for what they gave me. And as sick as I was 2 years ago, I'm really, really healthy now. And I feel that's a good place for me. And I'm glad that the universe came by, healed me. I got my jaw operation done. And I still got to go back to dentist and get a couple other things done. But I'm glad I got it all done. And if they want me to be paired up with somebody, I've learned in my life these people just show up. And then they're like, hello. And then you just got to figure what to do with them. Sometimes I just ask the spirits if I should prepare. I don't like being greedy, like I said. I don't like to upset them. People, I'm sure even God doesn't like to be bothered every single day like this. As long as you're okay and safe and doing what you need to do, I don't even bother. I mean, I pray, but I don't, if I do, I don't pray for myself. I mean, I just usually pray for other people. I don't know. I feel that we should let things come to us when it's in divine time. Okay, put your question in because there's so many other stuff. I can't get to it. So I was waiting for your reading, me and Buddha over here. Which mean this person is your twin flame. See, you are so good, Queen. You are like awesome. You even know about all the twin flames and everything. You don't even need dead people to talk to, Queen. Oh, well, thank you. I need to talk to dead people to get this kind of insight that you already have. Well, that's because I talk my mom's always with me. I have help. All this is coming out of your head and your own intuition. You're not talking to dead people. I just talk to the dead people. And dead people were their entertainment or their TV, so that's what it is. You want to ask why am I going through so much bad luck with my ex Jonathan? Keep on playing on my mind on a daily basis. All right. I will do a reading on that, but I have been through this with my ex. And I will tell you, and I've been through so many tarot card readings on this too. Clinically saying it's mind projections, and they say that your mind itself, when you're going through a process, will recalibrate and throw things that is in the usual routine. So you're supposed to divert your activities and like do different stuff. And I guess it's a part of our basic brain function because our brain, they say, is it's like on almost like a psychic plane where we have like different vibes. And this is what medical science is saying. I'm a member of the Carl Jung Society. And he talks about a lot about mind projection. So I would suggest to you listening to Carl Jung. I mean, I know he's dead. I know he is, but here on YouTube, they have all of his teachings. They have recordings when, now that he's dead, from some of his patients and stuff. And he talks about these mind projections. And you just gotta trick your brain. Like when you think about Jonathan, if you want to get over it, you just start doing another activity and different things. But I am going to do the reading too. But I'm just giving you that little bit of advice because I just been through all these mind projections and my brain has fucked with me horribly through all this until I found out through medical science that this is what your brain does. And depending on how long you've been with Jonathan, it could go on for like 6 months, sometimes years off and on. And he has exercises and they got things and they always talk about the empaths and super empaths. And that's how I found out I was empathic, through Carl Jung. And he talks about the super empath that's able to like take their emotions and process them. And it's called, oh my God, it's emotional recognition. And I realized what I was then through Carl Jung. I was a super empath, and you're triggered. If you are a true like empath, when you go through the mind projections, I guess, I'm empathy too. I feel energy. Maybe you're an empath or one of these super empaths, but it was a research thing they've been doing on empaths. And the things when you're empathic and you go through stuff, you do like trauma. Like he'll have things when you listen to the videos, what to do and everything. And when you're an empathic person, it hits you harder than normal people. You can have something normal happen and a month later or something, people are over it. An empath will be doing the same agony for a month for 6 months that normal people have for a month. And he has these really good suggestions, and listening to Carl Jung about things, it makes you feel better. And you're just like, damn, I didn't know I was like that. And I guess there's the super empath. And honestly, with the super empathic things, it really resonated me well because you can go level up with these empath levels, but it takes work. And the thing is when you've been through trauma and you trigger everything and you empower yourself, and you got to go to individualism. So, oh, you are? Okay. But yeah, I went through individualism. And when you get to individualism, your senses just open up. And Carl Jung could tell you how to move your energy, pick your brain, and all the things. I think we take longer to heal. Yeah, that's what Carl Jung says. Carl Jung says that empaths, they had a whole study, blessings. It was in I think the 20s and 30s. They would take people, study them, and the government was trying to, I guess the government was studying them to try to have weapons, people that can guess what the enemy's doing. So that's where Carl Jung came in, because that's what they did back then. They just studied you like a lab rat. But they were studying all these empaths, and he actually was doing counseling and stuff with the empaths. That's why they have the dark empath, there's the cold empath. And when you do your healing process and you do all your individualism, which took me 8 months with Carl Jung's whole thing going on, you always go to a dark. Like when you start at one, and then when you go to individualism, when you're healing, the thing is, once you get there, you go cold and get dark. but you got to remember your humanity, and that's where these Carl Jung videos come in. Because Carl Jung will tell you that it's not healthy to be dark. And you have to fight a lot of things. And it hurts sometimes. Sometimes your chest hurts. But you have to get through it and remember your humanity. And then after that cold period, then your emotions start stagnating in. I will tell you that. So if you plan to do the path of individualism, I would say listen to the Carl Jung videos and stuff like that. And they have a bunch there. He's the most popular person on YouTube, Carl Jung. I see the videos all the time, everywhere from a lot of different channels. They always share his teachings all the time. And really, he's really the best thing if you're an empath struggling through emotional distress. And he helps you become not a dark empath. He helps you become a well rounded empath that keeps your humanity. I lost my humanity for about a month. Carl Jung brought me out. He did. I mean, when he left this earth, God bless him, he helped the people, and I think more people are being born empathic for a higher purpose of bringing peace. Because even Carl Jung will say, when you listen to him, it's about an hour for each one, that the world needs empaths because that's the higher conscious of thinking. It's like having just a higher conscious. You could tap into your inner self way better. That I can tell you, blessings. I'm just telling you this as a friend because I would not be as good as I am now, well rounded, and I would be a dark empath if it wasn't for Carl Jung. And I did not want to lose my humanity. That was what I was striving not to do. And I went dark. I went so damn dark. I was ready to take all my energy and start trying to do curses and everything else. So, yeah, it was pretty damn terrible. But these videos help you come back to your healthy, happy self. This Jonathan is in strength in reverse. And this is inner strength, self doubt, low energy, raw emotion, surrender, letting go, and seeking help. That's his current. In his past, he was in the Five of Wands. This caused diversity, battle, opposition, disagreements, discord, egos, aggression, irritation, and frustration. That was the past, which is the past is no longer there, but that's where he was. And we got another upside down. And we got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse for him. Then this talks about lack of focus, perfectionism, misdirected activity, mediocrity, frustration, stagnation, impatient. I don't know if that. I don't see him as malicious, but I guess he could be his own worst enemy to his own self, if that makes any sense. That's what I'm picking up. Sometimes we can be our own worst enemy all the time. Let's see what the shadow says. I'll cut this one more time here. All right, with the strength card in reverse, with that self-doubt and low energy and raw emotion, he got a full moon eclipse. This talks about how conclusions are within reach. That's good. All right, then he got for this Five of Wands with this diversity, battle, opposition, disagreements, discord, aggression, irritation. All right, he got avoid a course moon on that one. And this just talks about nothing coming of a situation. And this was from the past. There was somebody from his past. I'm pretty sure it was an ex that he got angry at a lot. I'm picking up on that one. And then currently he's in that strength upside down card with the inner strength and the low energy. And he's coming off this right here. So that's probably where this is coming from. He's not a bad person. I just feel he's healing. That's what I feel. And then this is the future hope. We'll just say future hope because the future's not completely here. This Knight of Pentacles here in reverse, lack of focus. And then being a perfectionist, misdirected activity, frustration, stagnation. All of the stuff here is resonating from here with Jonathan. All this negative energy really never got cleared out here. Some went here, but it's not as bad. But it still keeps going. It's going this way. But he did get for the shadow card a full moon of Cancer for this. And this talks about a personal issue reaching resolution. This is a cycle ending right here from here. I do see that. Since he's not ending the cycle, the spiritual realm's going to end it for him. And they will. They'll balance your energy if you like it or not. So let me see this here. All right, his current one for the animal little signs is mystery. I guess mystery defines him. He has the two cats. I like the picture. I like cats. Anyways, let me grab another one here. From the past, he got the pecking hummingbird here. He was just pecking at the moon here with that nice, pretty pentacle there. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I have one of these. One of those necklaces. Anyways, for the future outcome, which is the end of his cycle, we'll just say, technically what it is, he got stillness, which is good. He's going to finally relax. He got stillness, the little bird just kind of chilling out. So I feel he's I don't know. I feel like he's not a terrible person, this Jonathan. I just feel like he has all of this negative energy from one area and he hasn't cleared it out yet. And there's nothing wrong with it. But that's what I'm picking up. It's from this other person that's not there no more. It's from someone that went away, but when people go away, I guess sometimes we don't fully let go because we don't sometimes. When people die, sometimes we don't fully let go of that. The past sometimes is a lonely place to be. He's just kind of stuck in the past with that negative emotions, and sometimes it takes somebody to pull you out of that, because what else you going to do in life? But well, I'm so glad you came in here, Queen. You give the best insight. You really do. I gotta look up yours. So it's Queen Empress Life. I gotta look up your page and subscribe. I think I already subscribed to you. I subscribe to everyone that subscribes to me. I don't know if anybody knew that. It's a Facebook thing. When I was on Facebook, if someone followed you, you followed them. So I gotta look. I'm pretty sure I followed you though. When you subscribed to me, I subscribe back. I do that a lot. Oh Lord. All right. See, this got a little book too. I'm very excited. See, Queen, I got a book. So it's a Wild Mystic. I'm very excited about this book. This book is nice. All right. Tuning about your deck. I'm just letting you guys keep in your conversation while I'm looking at here. My new little book. They got different spreads. Oh, you're right. You're welcome. I'm glad to have helped. I like to be helpful. Being recovering from shadow work and going through full integration of my shadow, and now being in sovereigns, I like to help anybody out that can actually relate, especially if they're an empath. And I'm here for you if you have any help in your journey as an empath. Because I'm pretty damn sure I'm a super empath, because super empaths are the ones that go dark when they're going through integration. And these are the ones that turn psychotic. And when they go dark, and if you stay dark, that's the bad thing about being a super empath, is because when you feel so much, it's explosive. A regular empath doesn't, but I think everyone has the capacity. You just gotta integrate a couple times, sometimes. But I'm always here for you if you need help. And I could give you my personal experience through listening to probably, I don't know, 100 hours of Carl Jung and doing my own shadow work. And I'm way better 2 months later. But it was a heartbreaking journey through my integrating my dad's death and processing that. And then I had the blessings. I had to do my shadow work for ancestry. I don't know if anybody knew that. That was rough. Oh, the spider's back. Oh, he's crawling on my altar. I don't know what he's excited about with my altar there. But yeah, it's it's very crazy. Very, very crazy. And I am here if you have any kind of, if you need support, because you don't want to go, you don't want to go dark when you do that. You want to try there. Oh, that's an ant. I was telling everybody that was a spider, but it's an ant. I swore it looked like a spider. It was an ant. All right, what's my name? I'm Michelle. I think I put it in half of my shorts today when I did a bunch of shorts. I'm pretty sure I did, honestly. I try to do promotional things here. Okay, this is a badger. Okay, I thought it was a wolf. It's a badger. And a bat. There's a bat in there. A bear. Oh, I didn't see your question, Kelly. Just go ahead and repost it. I have like so many things in. I got so many questions in the stream. Just go ahead and put it in again. And oh, okay. Who is coming to me in love? All right. I was just looking through this book here. All right. Let's see who's coming for you in love. All right. All right. You. Let me get this here shuffled up nice. Let me get a good shuffle of this energy here. All right. There you go. I try not to do this the messiest way on earth here. Some of these guys really get into it. I swear they could be. Some of these tarot card readers over here would be great at gambling. They'd shuffle cards better than. When I played poker, they shuffle cards just as good as people do when you're playing poker. But, anyways, for your love here, you got. In your love field, you got the Nine of Swords. And this is releasing worry, inner turmoil, deep-seated fears, secrets, clarity, understanding, courage, and resolution. I can understand that. Going in, being in a love field. And then you, in your past, you were in the Knight of Wands. And this talks about inspired action, adventure, initiative, ambition, drive, desire, enterprise, fire starter, and feisty. That's the past. You're my kind of girl, Kelly. Yeah, I seen your question about your future love life here. And then you got the devil in reverse for the future. And this talks about releasing limiting beliefs, exploring dark thoughts, detachment, freedom, insight. Well, the freedom's good. We'll just go with freedom for that because with a love reading for our future, I guess freedom would be the best here. All right, let's go on the shadow side of this. These cards just give out. These do a little better with this job over here, I feel. All right. All right. All right, you got a full moon in Leo for your current energy and love. And I'll see what person's coming. And this has gone right on top of this Nine of Swords in reverse. That's where that energy field is. Then the Knight of Wands, the energy there's in New Moon of Taurus, and that talks about prosperity lying ahead. That's the past. And then for this freedom, and we'll just go with freedom with this double card. And then you got the fixed moon for the shadow energy, which is good. All right, for this full moon in Leo for your current love. You're looking at suggestions of not letting pride get in your way. Just don't let your ego maybe pass someone up that, yeah, sometimes it happens. Sometimes, like, if you let your ego judge somebody and you go, man, that guy is just like so handsome, you might overlook something big. Yeah, these are more suggestion cards, I like to call them. And then in the past, you were in a new moon in Taurus. And this just talks about prosperity lying ahead for you. And that's good. It's always good to have prosperity. For the future, you got a fixed moon that's saying holding your vision. So we'll try these other cards here. They seem to have good insight before you get to the person here. All right. All right, this is a badger. I thought it was a wolf, but it says reveal. And I even got a book here. Since I don't have a whole lot of viewers right now, they're asking for things. I can go into these. Yeah. Well, it could be prosperity in some point in your life. Prosperity and spiritual awareness or anything. Then you got the stillness card for your past. Prosperity for the other realm is if you got a roof over your head and things like that. They don't think of money like we do. They don't even care about money. When you're dead, you don't care about money. You really don't. Not at all. And let's say this reveal with the badger. Let's go over this because this is I just was doing all this here. The badger. All right. This is with the shadow reading. All right. They're observed for working for themselves rather than cooperating with others in their set. They do not tend to display support for each other by forging or raising young. I think this is a guy that might come on a little strong, almost like a narcissist. But I think everyone's a narcissist. So I don't know. This guy's going to come on very kind of, I don't know. I want to say just real sexy. And it talks about shadows living in small families or clans. I want to say one of the people, see, these just kind of represent the people that maybe, one is 3. I don't know if you ever knew that, Kelly. I found that when I died and came back. 1 and 3 are the same. If they say you have one person come in, there's always 3. 1 and 3 are prime numbers, and that's why you could get confused saying, I thought this person was my soulmate. There's always 2 others. Everything goes in triangles. It's very mathematical. But this one is going to come on. He's not quite a narcissist, but maybe a borderline player. That's what I'm getting. Then there's this stillness one, and that's another one. It's just you run across these people when you run across and on your journey, and just always remember 1 is 3 because that's kind of the way it goes. All right, the bat is also representing one of these people also. And let's see the qualities of a bat here. The bat is considered a creature of deception, neither bird nor mouse. And when associating the story with communication, it is a warning to look out for those who speak falsely or claim to be something that they are not. Symbolize blocked communication, stubbornness, or misunderstandings. So this one is going to lie. There's one that's going to come in the future that may be lying to you about something or over exaggerating or ego, exaggerated ego. That comes to my head. And then you have this stillness. Let's see what this. These represent the guys. Or your people. The guys or the girls. It doesn't matter. Your potential people. I don't judge here on Chong the dog. You guys could be whatever you want to be with as long as it's consensual. I'm pretty laid back except when things aren't consensual. And nobody is doing anything with any animalism. Because I do love the animals and I don't like when people are mean to the animals. Alright, let's see what this stillness says here. So here, dolphin. I'm looking up the meaning for this guy. I mean, you might just come across and they might try to flirt you or worrying about how they're going to approach you in the future. So that could be a thing too. I got hummingbird. You can't never find the one page when you want it. Alright. A monkey. No one's got a monkey today. Alright. Owl. I'm getting there. This is like doing trays at my work. Looking for one resident's name, I find every other damn resident as I'm trying to get it down. Lunch served. This is what this feels like. Spider. Oh, I think some of that was a spider. Swan, tiger, turtle, vulture, wolf. Okay. OMG. Alright. I'm finding stillness here. I want to say this is the guy that's actually going to be more grounded. Usually you find one that's grounded, one that has an inflated ego, and one that's deceiving. These are usually the signs. All the time with this kind of thing. Alright, badger reveal. Bat communicate. Bear. Bee. Boar. Butterfly. Cat. Chameleon. Cow. Crab. You know, you pay for these things and it gets complicated. I'm looking. After this last effort, I'm just going to call on the spirits to tell me what the hell that means. Okay, here we go. Got it. All right. It's the Haran. That is a Haran, and it says, as the Haran strikes and plucks a fish from the water, it splashes of chaos take over the ripple out. Stillness may be the calm before the storm. Alternate the ripples of someone's chaos may be discerning to surge into your world. Oh. I don't know. I like people that come in like a storm. I think this guy's just going to come in with some kind of energy. I feel he's balanced. Well, this one's balanced, the stillness, but he has a very domineering energy right here. This one, I don't know. This one has a horribly inflated ego. There's one that has an inflated ego. And then there's one that can be sneaky at times, but does want a long term commitment. You got to weed them out. That's what I'm picking with these. I mean, that's a part about free will. We got all these choices. We got choices all the time. Choices are good to have, though. They truly are. What would life be without choices? So, he blocked you? Oh, you know what? Me and my ex are no contact, and he comes on my streams and he be acting like a jackass. So, at times, so it doesn't mean nothing. I don't care if he blocked you and you're no contact. It doesn't mean he's not going to try to talk to you. If he wants to try to talk to you, he will. My ex is. Oh, I said he blocked you? Oh, I didn't see he blocked you at all. I thought you were telling me he did. No, I didn't say he blocked you. I was telling you about your possibilities in love. No, I didn't. I don't know. I don't see anything like that. I'm just telling you, you got two other people. Besides that, there's the one that's deceiving, the one with the inflated ego, and the one that I just seen the three possibilities. I think the one coming in like a storm with a courageous heart is the one I would go with. That would be my style of guy, coming in like a storm and going out like Superman. But you think it's the same person? Maybe. There's one with some chaotic energy that seems to be surrounding you that has good intentions, but he has all this chaotic thing, and he has a very sensual feel to him. I don't know. I just picked up a lot of sensuality and adventure to him. That's what I was picking up from the energy. He seemed like my kind of guy. I was like, oh, maybe I didn't know that was the one. I'm sure he's gonna call you back. He's gonna come in like another storm. But if he does anything crazy, just start putting down boundaries. Put him down early. Don't be like me waiting 10 years later, having all kinds of catastrophes happening. I have no interest talking to that many people. Oh, that's okay. Starting over is okay too. You got three good there's always three possibilities. One's the best match, and the other two is for you to figure out. That's what God does to us. God wants us to make good quality choices and follow your intuition. This is what he did. That's what he does all the time. So, oh, I'm good. How are you? I'm very good. All right, hang on. I'm trying to get this up here. Oh, okay. An Aries? I'm an Aries too. We are some damn feisty people. I'm just saying, we are. Aries, these fire signs could be very feisty. It's probably why I get along with feisty people. So that doesn't surprise me. We're fighting with an Aries. Aries like to fight. That's what happens. Aries are always fighting with somebody. So, all right. All right, let's see here about your Aries. Yeah, Aries could be very stubborn too, just so you know. That's how Aries are. I'm a very damn stubborn person. I got a good heart, but I'm stubborn all at the same time here. But Leo has that same energy too. Any fire sign. Fire signs have that, and then you have the signs that are very nice and cool and calm. Okay. Pick 3 here. Let's just do it on your person. It's a lot easier. Alright. Alright. Alright, we're just going to do the past, present, and future. Whatever future outcomes we can get from the energies here. And I'll do the shadow with it, but let me get through this first. Alright, you got the 3 of Pentacles for your current. And teamwork, implication, quality, recognition, growth. We're going to go with recognition because that's the only thing that would describe a situation like that. So you have recognition with this person, but we're going to do the shadow side too. Before this fight, the energy was in the Fool. New experiences, development, adventure, unlimited potential, possibility, trust, purity, and faith. Well, that's not horrible. That's a good energy field to be in. Then, 3 of Swords is a suggestion of the immediate future. And then this says a lot of things about a lot of stuff, but I want to say delusion best suits this because there hasn't been enough time for all that other stuff to happen, so we're not going to worry about all that. The less said, the better with that. I mean, there is no time for a betrayal to happen if you just got done fighting. That doesn't make sense to me. So let's do the shadow side of this, Kelly. All right, is it Kelly? Oh no, it's Yellow Mella. Okay. All right. All right. Now the shadow side of him currently right now after the fight is a full moon of Pisces. And this is talking about a balance of spirituality and practicality. That's good. He's thinking with a level head. So that's real good. And then we're going to go for right before the fight here. He was in a North Node. And this talk about stepping out of your comfort zone. He felt, I'm picking up with this card here that he feels like he felt weird about something. It was something that was said or done that just kind of made him feel a certain way. So that's what triggered it. And then let's do our one future outcome here. Oh, okay. 111. Isn't that an angel number? I swear to God, that's an angel number. I've been seeing that all the time. Anyways, one of the future outcomes that they would like to happen is a full moon in income. Full moon in Libra. And this talks about a win-win outcome. So he is coming back. I will tell you that. I do feel, I don't even have to even go even more detailed. He's coming back, but he's going to cool off and be okay. I don't see a whole lot of craziness happen except he just had a moment. You know, he got out of his comfort zone for a second and he had to balance himself. That's probably why he left, because he didn't want to yell and get crazy. So he left and he balanced his inside and outside, and he thought practically, because this is spirituality and practical. So he thought about the present situation instead of overreacting. Then the full moon Libra is right there where it's a win-win. He's probably just going to ask, just try to tell you, he was in his head or something, and maybe tell you what he got upset about, and you guys just talk about it. That's what I'm picking up. I wouldn't worry about it too much. So that's what I would do. Yeah. Didn't I get yours? All right, Christy. Yeah, you can ask her a question, Christy. Go ahead. Put your stuff on in there. You could be next. All right, Yellow Milla. Will he contact me? Yeah. All right, Melry. All right, let me get on your person. Because I did it for another person's person. That I can't fully tell you. I don't think it's going to be a long time, though. I really don't. It could be just a day or two. It could be a couple hours. He might need a day or so just to cool down or whatever. I don't think it's going to be a really, really long time, but he is going to contact. I just feel like he's just trying to have a couple days off, or just at least have a day to think about it, because no one wants to be involved in a domestic and do stuff they regret. Sometimes the better thing to do is walk away, because you don't want to be involved in these kind of domestics. I mean, it gets pretty ugly. So, oh, I'm really tired. I think after this, I'm gonna go to sleep. It's getting late here. All right. Yeah, I do. Yellow Mela, he will contact you. Yeah, I can pull a card for your final income. I'm just gonna do this here because these seem easier to read for simple questions. They really do. They seem way easier for small questions. So, all right, for the small question here, let's see. All right. All right, you got a full moon in Gemini, full moon in Aquarius, and a new moon in Scorpio. So, these are all good cards. You got the full moon in Gemini is answers you need are coming, but I feel he's coming. And you got full moon Aquarius, which means just show the world the real you and just relax, and I don't know, just maybe try to make a contact him, make him a nice meal or something, I guess. And then new moon in Scorpio. And this talks about working through fears. And pretty much don't worry so much card. That's the don't worry card, the new moon in Scorpio. So I feel he's coming back. I don't think it's going to be all like that. Some people, you get in this horrible fight, and that's what happens. It's been a few days. I mean, I'm sure he is. Do you guys live together? I'm feeling he's coming back. I mean, if you live together and stuff, I know he's coming back because his stuff is there. Because you'd be crazy not to come back to place if your stuff wasn't there. But I could do another card deck. And so I'll do a reading on if he's going to come back. Chong, are you really snoring over there? Alright. Alright, let me. Alright. Alright. You got delays. 7 of Wands. Alright. I just pulled 4. Alright. There's 7 of Cups. Talks about choices, which is the first one that pops in my head out of all this. And then the Knight of Wands in reverse, where delays popping in my head. So choices, delays, and 7 of Wands. And the first one that pops in my head, looking at all that, is challenge. And strength. And overcoming self-doubt pops in my head. I think he just needs a little time to think. I think he's literally at a friend's house. I'm picking up he's at a friend's house and he's having some self-doubt and just trying to work through things before he comes back. That's what I'm picking up for you. And then at that time, you guys can decide what is going on. Oh, well, thank you, Synthesized Souls. Me and Chong are going to go to bed, and at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll be going outside in another damn snowstorm. I'm hoping I don't get snow all over my head. And then we're going to watch Netflix and chill, or I don't know. I'll probably watch Carl Young. I'm not going to lie. I miss watching Carl Young. He's like my main entertainment these days. It's terrible, but I don't have a life. I really don't Synthesize Souls, not at all. I just sit here, listen to Carl Young, and work on individualism and integrating my inner self. This is what I do all day, every day. And I research other people, other card readers. I've been doing that too, because that's how I got these ideas of getting all kinds of different decks. Because they're professionals at there, just like Queen. Queen is good at that too. And I'm trying to be better like everyone else. I'm trying to be my best self. And I feel like I just need to watch people that do more of that than photography, artwork, and this and that. Because I still got to paint water. That's my goal. This may take a year. But I am going to eventually paint water, Synthesized Souls. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Probably at my dad's house. I don't know. Probably. I'll just keep it. That'll be my big accomplishment. Maybe it'll be one of my kids' inheritance things. Laugh out loud. After they get all the money, then they can have my paintings too. But it's been nice chatting with you too. And I will be back tomorrow. Me and Chong don't have a lot on our agenda except battling snow and taking photography stuff and then trying to write my book, find some time to work on my Elf Chronicles and stuff. But I'll be back. I don't know, maybe I'll just sketch something and show you guys what I sketched. Maybe I'll start doing that. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And have a good day. And I hope you like all the new style readings. And thank you for your support.